Hello, divine beings. Welcome to the weekend of March 9th through March 10th, 2024. I'm your astrologer, Sarah Ashley, here with the weekend dose of Astro and Tarot, which includes the new moon in Pisces at 20 degrees, which is a Scorpio degree. We're going to get down to all that info in a minute. But of course, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me at any time, the only way to do so is sarahashleyAstrology.com. And I've also noticed that a lot of people do comments, but they don't subscribe to my YouTube page. So if you are watching this from YouTube, make sure that you are subscribed to my YouTube page. And of course, if you're watching this on Instagram or TikTok, please, start following me if this kind of information resonates with you. All right, so let's get into this weekend's energies. Wow, that Mars square Uranus is tough stuff. It is tough stuff, guys. It is people just losing their tempers like no other. It is people at their breaking points. And I understand that. I understand that Uranus is a very quick moving type of energy, and that Taurus energy is saying that we're not really feeling like we're being validated in some areas. So that Mars squaring it is saying, okay, if you don't feel like you're validated, you're going to act out in some type of way. And that's where we need to start doing some reflection. That's that 20 degree Scorpio degree of this new moon in Pisces, where we start needing to do some shadow work here. Like, how am I not being validated, and how can I do that myself? Or how could I start seeking that completeness and wholeness, maybe not from another person? Or if I'm angry, I got to address that instead of just raging at somebody else. So there's a lot of healing with this, a lot of deep shadow work. I do like that the sun sextiles Uranus all weekend, and that means the moon also sextiles Uranus with this new moon, and that's going to help us pivot. It's going to help us understand some higher spiritual truths about ourselves and what our intrinsic value is that we hold, and stop putting ourselves in situations at tables where we're not being fed what we're supposed to be being fed, what we need to be being fed. So that means not necessarily like this is a metaphor, right? That's how spiritual talk is. It doesn't mean literal food, it means soul food. Like, if you're not being fed properly at a soul level at certain situations, then it's time to move on and start feeding yourself properly and stop seeking it from other people. And that's that Aquarius type energy. We are in the age of Aquarius now. So I would ask, as you start manifesting and putting forth intentions for this new moon in Pisces, to bring in connections that are in divine alignment with you, and to push away connections and to sever connections with communities and spaces that are no longer in alignment with your soul's path in your highest timeline, okay? Because maybe things that were once resonating with you, you've graduated from them, and no harm, no foul, right? All right, so on Sunday with this new moon, Mercury will pretty quickly move into Aries. So that will help us have very clear communication about everything that I just talked about. All the anger, all the rage. Yes, I know it's a Mars-led Mercury, so people are just gonna be quick, but I do like that it's sextiling Pluto, especially because this new moon's at the 20th degree, which is a Scorpio degree, so that we can finally get to the bottom of things and identify them and just say them point blank without the fluff and stuff, okay? This new moon, like I said, is sextiling Uranus, so that means we're becoming more emotionally resilient, and we're able to pivot in new directions and not stay stuck on the same thing over and over again. Because this new moon is conjunction, it's not an exact conjunction, but it is with an orb of Neptune and also Mercury before it moves into Aries later in the day. We are having some immense spiritual downloads. We are having a lot of creativity come to us, but if you are not facing what's really in front of you, facing the truth of what's in front of you, and you're falling into that Neptunian fog, that deep down underneath Neptunian fog, then you can really get caught in a delusion, and you can get bamboozled by somebody who's love bombing you or trying to persuade you into doing something that's really not in alignment with you. So really check your values and really check the red flags this whole weekend. Lilith will also quincunx Chiron this weekend as well. So Lilith is still in Virgo. is it, wait 1 second. Yeah, it's in Virgo. I had to, look at the chart once more. It's in Virgo, and it's quincunxing Chiron and Aries. So that's us not really understanding like our own worth that we're bringing to the table when we're going to these situations of people saying, I like you. And it's like, okay, you have to take, I'm just going to be very clear about this, hygienic care of yourself. And I mean that when you go into these dating kind of partnerships, you need to take really good hygienic care of yourself. What does that mean? It means we have to have spiritual hygiene when we go into sexual relationships. Why am I saying that? Because if you're just going to share yourself with somebody who is not in alignment with your timeline, at this point, I feel like that can really be servicing an old childhood wound of look at me, I need the validation. So I feel like this whole weekend is us understanding, where do we still need validation from external sources? Where do we feel like we're not being seen from people in our lives? Where can we better identify with new groups of people? Where can we have good conversations with people in our lives where they're not seeing what we're actually saying, and just say it straight, no chaser, and also give ourselves what other people cannot give us, because we can't be in that codependency. Remember, we're still in South Node Libra, North Node Aries, and we will have an eclipse with a full moon eclipse in Libra in a couple weeks at 5 degrees Libra, where we're going to have to do some codependency work around that. So why not start now? So manifesting around this new moon, I would say manifest creative endeavors, manifest people around you that are in best resonance with your spiritual and creative timeline right now. Okay. All right. Let's get some tarot and also some oracle. I got my divine dog cards and also my golden girls tarot, because I'm like, we gotta lighten up the mood here. It is a very, very heavy, dense energy prior to this new moon, and I hope that I really feel like it will lighten up. I really feel like it will lighten up during the new moon on Sunday, and afterwards I feel like next week will be a lot lighter. But yes, the days leading to, and I even told you guys this, is energetically very difficult for a lot of people right now. So you are not alone. Okay, what is this new moon bringing in? That's what we need to know. Because we're going through a lot of tough shit right now, right? Okay, integrity and 9 of Cups. So it says integrity, presenting an altogether you, and 9 of Cups. This is saying being happy in your own energy, understanding what you need to feel fulfilled, not relying on external sources. When you're integrity, when you're being authentic, when you are not trying to love bomb or trying to persuade or trying to fake your way into a relationship or connection, this is when you're absolutely able to level up into a higher timeline and be your best self. All right, guys, you know where to find me if you'd like to book a reading, and I'll be back on with the Monday Astro Tarot. Have a good day. Bye.